What's going on, you guys? Yeah, everyone grab their pink comforter.
I got the worst haircut ever. This is my haircut. Look at that.
Oh, and then you said Pat Dixon does have a past.
He's Ray DeVito. His chin is kinda neato. He's Ray DeVito. He is a Guido. He's not a pedo. His name is Ray DeVito. Problems with his pedo. He's kind of retardito. Is Ray DeVito. His chin is pretty neato. That Ray DeVito. Your information he'll repeat-o. That stinky Guido. That's Ray DeVito. Rock Bottom Podcast starts now.
What's up? What's going on, you punks? Welcome, Rock Bottom Podcast. How are you? I'm Ray. I'm with Priya Blunts and Cris. How are you guys?
Hello.
Chilling. Thanks for joining, man. Christos, I follow you on Instagram, man. Your baby's adorable.
Oh, thank you. Thanks. He's cute.
Last time you were saying, well, those of you that don't know, Christos is a cute little Greek guy who looks like a giant baby. And his wife is Asian, and Asian babies are adorable. So it's an adorable baby.
Yeah, he's got both worlds.
Yeah, and you were saying before you didn't know if you were going to put the baby on a camera, but you're like, whatever. Might as well, man. People like baby videos.
Yeah, I think so. I'm a little like sleek with it. Like I'll show his face for a glimpse, and then maybe like I'll put sunglasses on him for the most part. But you know, why inhibit your cash cow? You know.
No, that's what you got to do, dude. I'll tell you what, man. Those are the most adorable videos on like social media. It's just like little babies.
That's true. That's true.
So
yeah.
I don't know.
There's too many pedophiles these days.
Yeah,
it's babies though. They're infants.
That's what.
Yeah. The elites don't want the babies for that. They want them for their blood. You know.
You see a baby and you don't want to just like hug the baby. Priya, you really just don't want kids.
Yeah, I do. Who said I don't?
All right. You don't think babies are adorable?
I think babies are the cutest fucking thing, but I could see why he would want to protect the privacy of his, tiny.
Yes, I get that too, but I'm just saying though, it's an adorable baby.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
Show us the baby right now.
Don't show us don't show us a baby, but it's a baby.
Well, if he wakes up from his nap, I'll put him on stream quick.
Yeah, no, it's like a puppy. You don't think puppies are adorable?
I love dogs. I love puppies. I love dogs. I love babies. I'm a normal fucking estrogen woman.
An estrogen woman?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm just saying. You just see a bit like I don't know. I get it if you have like a kid or something. Yeah. But I mean, a baby, it's like a baby. Anything's adorable. A baby giraffe's adorable. A baby. Can we just agree babies are adorable and there's nothing weird?
Yeah.
Thinking babies are cute.
Yes.
Priya made it be like, what are you doing? Like, what do you think people are doing with these? That's insane.
I was gonna say, Christos, are Greeks like superstitious in any way? Because I know like Indian people, we get really superstitious, especially when it comes to your kids. They're always just like the evil eye. You gotta protect the baby from the evil eye.
100%. I'm crazy about the evil eye. I knock on wood all the time. I wear like an evil eye chain. Yeah, we're psycho superstitious. And my mom is like level 10. She's a arch mage of superstition, so yeah.
What are you superstitious about?
Just just bad energy. Just people looking at your kid, bad energy. It's honestly one of the reasons why I don't post a lot of really great things about my life on Instagram either. Like you can, you know what I mean? Maybe here and there I'll be vulnerable with my life and you could see a little bit of my personal life, but I don't need to put all of the positive things happening. Like I don't overshare.
No, yeah, I'm saying there's a baby that's got like there's a baby singing "You Are My Sunshine," And it's like the most adorable thing, how excited it gets to sing the song. Like when the dad's singing the song and it knows the words, and it's like, it just sits there, like watches the words, like, sunshine, sun. And it's adorable. I don't know. It's adorable. Call me. I don't know. It pulls up my heartstrings. I don't know. That's me. And then they tell the baby it's his birthday. The baby's like, it's a birthday? It's like, yeah, it's your birthday. Wait, it's my birthday? Yay! It's adorable. It's so fucking adorable. To anyone to see that video and think anything weird is insane. That person should be locked away. Anyone who sees an adorable baby and thinks weird is that's crazy. That's craziness. But no, you should not put your personal stuff out there. Do not.
Yeah.
Priya won't even tell her mom that her boyfriend's black. How about that?
I didn't tell my mom I got a boyfriend. How about that?
That's even better.
But you're gonna marry the guy.
We'll see.
Well, wait a minute. Now, what happened in paradise?
Nothing.
Last time I saw you, you were ready to walk down the aisle.
I was considering it. We're not anywhere close to that yet, but I would I'd roll the dice on that guy.
Yeah, it's well, first of all, you still know you have a boyfriend at all? I thought before, like, you didn't want to tell your mom. You don't mind telling him that he was in jail. That's fine, but it's the fact that he's black. That's the.
Well, see, the thing is with Indian parents, like, you kind of don't tell them that you're dating somebody until, like, you are ready to get married.
And then you're like, hey, this is, and then they're like, where did he come from? Out of the blue?
Oh,
how do you explain the relationship?
My mom, they're not dumb. So, like, like on Friday night, me and him went out for a date. And I'm leaving the house. Like, obviously, I look different than when I leave the house for just comedy, right? Like, I look, considerably nicer to go on a date. And they're just like, are you going to a show? Are you going? And I'm like, yep. But.
Oh, you live with your parents?
I do live with my parents. So that photo you have is like the hero photo for this podcast. Hits very close to home. I'm just like, oh no.
The hero? What would
with the guy sleeping on the bed and it's clearly his childhood bedroom.
Wait, so how do you bring him over to your house?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
Yeah.
I don't.
Does he break in or does
no, he'd be really good at it if he had to, but no, he just doesn't come over. He just doesn't come over my house.
Interesting.
So what your parents got it. They're not dumb. When you spend the night over there, what do they think? You're just having a sleepover with the girls again?
Yeah.
They really think you're just sleeping over some girl's house? They know. They just don't want to know.
It is it's like a don't ask, don't tell.
They know.
Yeah. Look, you got a couple cards stacked against you. Black guy, been in jail, avoiding the allegations, of course. But my brother is also dating an Indian woman. They live together. And they just met the parents. So does that mean he's like ready to go?
Kind of. Also, the other thing is, like, I am divorced, so I just cannot. I don't want to put them through any kind of disappointment. You know what I mean? I don't want to introduce another person to their life and then be like, oh, actually, he's gone too. You know what I mean?
Right. I got you, man. So you want to take it slow. Who's older, your parents or your boyfriend?
Okay. But I did start joking in my set. I was like, my boyfriend wants to meet my parents, but what am I going to introduce you to my mom? An age appropriate version of me? I don't think so.
Yeah, that's they're gonna meet him and be like, oh wait, we went to high school together. He played on the basketball team.
There's no chance of that happening. Zero.
They didn't go to high school together?
No, my parents went to high school in India.
Oh, all right. What's it like school over there? Better or worse? You guys are known for being smart.
Yeah, it really depends. From what I understand, like, I guess the school is better because, like, people will be coming over here from there and they're like miles ahead of everyone else around them, like, at least like math wise and science wise. And it is mandatory for all Indian people to like learn English too. So they all learn English in school. It's pretty, yeah.
Another thing I'll notice, I never like I saw two Indian dudes like almost get in a fight, and I was thinking about it's the first time I've ever seen they did not get in a fight at all. They ended up becoming friends towards the end of it. But I don't think I've ever seen Indian people fight.
Yeah, we're peaceful people.
Yeah, I'm being serious.
I've
Have
seen
you seen Indian people fight?
Yeah, in Japan, I've seen them fight hardcore, like big time. Like they'll go and grab different items that they see around and fight with them.
For real? Is that true, Priya?
I've seen Indian people fight.
Yeah, they definitely fight, dude. But
They do?
Like, them yelling at each other is hilarious.
Oh, they yell at each other. Yeah, I've seen that.
They yell and then but
A lot of F words.
Yeah. You fuck me, I fuck you.
Yeah. Fucking
Except it's,
fucker. Fucker,
sounds like
fucker.
a P instead of an F. Sometimes. Fuck
Yeah.
you.
Fucking shit, fuck you. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck you, motherfucker. Fuck you. You motherfucking fuck.
You fuck me, fuck you, fuck you. Yeah. That's
You the
cool.
motherfucking puck.
Yeah.
Yes, it's but I was just saying I've never seen them fight. That's what but then again, maybe there are some people, if you're not a citizen of this country, you don't want to get in a fight because if you get in trouble, that's the end of it. So maybe there's that element. I don't know.
Indian people, we're just not very known for being super aggressive.
I've never seen them be. That's what I'm saying. I've never seen them getting.
They don't even be starting wars and shit.
Yeah, they definitely. Yeah, no, like them in Pakistan and Bangladesh, they all get along so great.
That's not true.
Yeah, that's called sarcasm. Even I know that. Come on, Christos. Come on, man. What are you doing, Christos? You're what's this video game roast battle you're hosting?
Okay, so yeah, for those of you watching, if you're interested in video games, I'm doing a monthly show starting up in April, where every month it's a different video game. The first month is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and audience competes for a grand prize of $250 for every game every month, and they enter a tournament, and a bunch of comedians are roasting them as they play. So it's kind of like that vibe.
All right. So it's comedians roasting. I was gonna say the way it sounded at first is they like roast each other while they're playing a video game, but no,
yeah,
it's,
they can. Yeah, they could roast each other while they play video games. There will be comics that also participate in the tournament, and they do that whole thing.
And what's your game? What do you want to go to? What's your go-to game?
For the first tournament, it's going to be Super Smash Bros. Then the next tournament is Mario Kart, and then after that, it's going to be like Street Fighter 2.
Can I be in the Mario Kart episode?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, it's great. Like people are going crazy for it. Tickets are selling out. I think people want that vibe, but we'll see. It's fun. Like it's really everyone's a piece of shit during the whole thing.
Yeah, that's all I know about gaming is I've never played video games online, but I've seen videos of people playing video games online. Now that's the thing where you got to worry about people talking to kids. That's a big thing from yes. So you don't want that. What do you have, like a 13-year-old playing against a 50-year-old? That's not.
No, it's 18 plus. It's 18 plus. They're all playing in the thing, and it's going to be live streamed and stuff like that. And I have other venues that want to do it, so I may make it more than just monthly. So we'll see.
Now, what about for an old head like me? Like Tecmo Bowl. What else is
Tetris.
Yeah, for the old heads, we have Street Fighter 2. Yeah.
What about Street Fighter 1? Yeah,
Street Fighter 2 is the better game. 100%.
I'm pretty old. Street Fighter what?
Street Fighter 2. That's like a pretty old game. Yeah.
What happened to Street Fighter 1? You just skipped right over to Street Fighter 1?
Yeah, because Street Fighter 2 is just like the better game by a lot.
All right.
Yeah.
What about Tecmo Bowl? Is that near Tetris?
Yeah, I don't know if it'd be too competitive, but yeah.
Double dribble?
We could probably do a Tetris one at like a retirement home if you want to come and do that. Yeah, that'd be dope.
That's what it's going to be when I'm in retirement home. People playing Tetris instead of like bingo. The old ladies love some bingo.
That's true. Bingo.
Why do only old people like bingo? What happened? Are you guys into bingo?
I like bingo.
I couldn't really care for bingo.
Yeah. When's the last time you played bingo, Christos?
Probably like 5 years ago at like some like company retreat or something.
They get the marker out, the stamper.
Yeah. They made it like a whole event, and it's pretty
They
fun.
got like fucking 27 cards.
Yeah, the best is when you get bingo at the same time as someone else, and then the drama happens.
Yeah, it's the first one to yell out bingo.
Yeah. It's intense. I like it.
No, what about the rule? What if I just automatically, if I'm one away from bingo, so I just yell bingo every time they yell a number? Like, how many false alarms can you give off before they like know more?
Yeah, I think you could do
Because
three.
if it's high stakes,
You have Tourette's, bro. You can't just.
what?
No.
That's what I'm saying. If I only got one left to go, I'm yelling out bingo every time until that one's called.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, then they'll kick you out after 3, I think.
Three's the limit, so you get to do it three times, and then they're like, all right.
Yeah. But you want to be invited back, right? But I think you won't be invited back after that.
Anyone ever get kicked out of bingo?
Probably.
That'd be great. Just like someone like, you got to go, dude. Like you're going to be trespassing.
Yeah, it's like a heckler at a mic. It's like, enough is enough, sir.
Yeah, it's like, dude, that's enough. It's like, why'd you get kicked out of bingo? I kept yelling bingo. So that's what you're supposed to do at fucking bingo. Is Dave Sarah's in here, gifting 5 memberships. What a good man. Click those. Thank you, Dave. Yay, Dave. He's got a new job. He's killing it over there. Thank you, Dave. Thanks, Dave. Speaking of what, he was live streaming golfing yesterday. I think I'm going to go to the batting cages. I'm going to live stream me going to the batting cage. You guys like baseball?
Yeah, I would like to see the ball hit you. That would be a good live stream.
On the batting cages?
Yeah. Like
it's,
if the ball
it's not a real pitcher. Well, that what's that? Like didn't they do that in Happy Gilmore where he's a hockey player who wants to toughen up, so he just like lets the balls like hit him in the chest?
Perfect.
He just stands in front of the plate. Yeah. But a ball at a batting cage is only gonna. I'm not gonna go where it's like 70 miles per hour. I'm gonna stick to like 40, 50. I'll do 40. I'll do 50.
Those balls are heavy.
Yeah. 40-mile-per-hour ball would still give you a welt, I think.
I think you could see it coming. Like you'd be able to. I think your instincts are going to take over. You're going to put your arm in front of it. You're not going to let it just hit you square in the face. Yes, anything that hits you square in the face is going to. I got hit in the face once in baseball. It fucking sucks. I got hit right in the fucking eye. Yeah, in 8th grade. And then I quit playing soon after that. I just was like, because it fucks you up once you get hit in the face once with a baseball. You're like, you know what? I think I'm gonna just play basketball. I wasn't. It's not fun. Fucking getting hit in the face.
Mm-mm.
And then everyone else sees it and everything, and you're like, well, what the fuck? You're screaming like a girl. You're like, fuck. I didn't know what happened. I thought I broke my face. I thought I broke one. I did not break any bones. But yes, I do remember this though. My eyelashes. I remember seeing eyelashes like on the ground. So I got some thick. I don't know if it was my eye rub, but yeah, I saw fucking hair in the dirt. I was like, Jesus. I was like, what happened? It hit hair.
In that moment, you're scanning the ground for eyelashes.
No, I just saw like a bunch of like eyebrow hair, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, it's like, but I don't know. I just remember because like I was on the ground and I looked at home plate and I saw eyebrow hair. I don't know how eyebrow hair can fall out. I don't know if it was already there. I'm assuming it was mine. I don't think. What sport you play, Priya? Enough about my stupid.
I do like tossing around a basketball. I like tennis.
You play tennis? What about Sri Devi? She's got that tennis podcast. You gonna go do that with her?
Who?
I'm fucking up her name. She's been on this podcast before.
Oh, yeah.
Davey.
Suba? No, not Suba.
No, it's not Suba.
Oh, me and that girl don't get along. It's fine.
For real? You're both Indian.
I know. Who cares?
I thought Indian people don't fight.
Yeah, they're not aggressive.
They're not. Oh.
Oh.
I like both you guys. Can I make peace?
No, it's all good.
Can I?
Come on, you guys could break non together.
No, that's not gonna happen.
That's not. Come on. All right. And some other news is this going on. And so a few years ago, I did this event called Hackamania. Fun time, bunch of podcasters go. Here's me. Here's me at Hackamania. I'll put up me at Hackamania. This is me from like 2 years ago at Hackamania. We'll put this up for a bit. But this event's coming up next month or whatever. And
What the hell is this?
oh, this is me at Hackamania. We'll put up.
My nerdy ass thought this was gonna have like computers and shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know from the Rock Bottom podcast, you're for ladies and gentlemen.
Standing ovation. Yeah.
Take that, Kevin Clemens, you fucking stream slicer! Fuck you! You better stop it! Jesus Christ! Oh my God! Oh! You guys having fun at Hackamania? Oh! Yeah, it better be fucking good. It better be fucking good. Anyone else decided to come here and it ruined their fucking life? Anyone else besides me? Say, hey, I'm going to Hackamania. Suddenly they get rid of all my gym memberships. Like, yeah, you got Chad Schumacher in every venue you're performing at. Fucking doing that? Yeah. Kevin offering to fucking drive people out of prison to come fucking physically assault me and every one of my gigs. Yes! It's better be fucking good. Fucking buy my fucking download cards when this shit is over. Out there on the fucking merch of Jesus Christ, the fucking Dabbleverse. You kidding me? I've been, like 30 months and I've aged like 25 years. That is, seriously, I wish this upon nobody. Nobody should enter the Dabbleverse. The Dabbleverse should have a straight program. That is literally what the Dabbleverse should be. Oh, you want to be in the Dabbleverse? Are you sure? You sure you want to be there? All right. Were you going to be living in your godparents' basement when you're 50? Are you sure you want to do this? Nothing but you and your fucking bobbleheads. That's it. That's all you can get. People.
All right. There you go. Well, that's enough. Anyways, so Hackamania. People are going there. Anthony Cumia is going to be there. And I'm not going to be there this year. But Corey Feldman, you guys know who Corey Feldman is?
Yeah.
All right. You know who Corey Feldman is, Priya?
No.
Who are the Coreys?
Show them your AC stand-up set. Next. I don't have the audio of that. I'll put that on my Patreon. No weird stuff, Diallo sandwich. We don't do weird stuff here. So the Corey Feldman, he was in a bunch of movies in the 80s. Stand By Me, Goonies, a lot of bangers. Lost Boys. He was a child actor, but then he lost his mind. He lost his mind. Then he now he started a rock and roll band. So he tours around with the rock. He's got what he calls the Angels. And here's the deal. He's a horrible singer, not a mediocre dancer or whatever, but he's a horrible performer. But people go, Christos knows, they go and watch him, and he takes himself so serious. So they go there kind of to laugh at him, pretty much.
Oh,
Sad.
They go, no, he doesn't mind so much, but here's the deal. That's fine with it. I would root for Corey Feldman, but I'm bringing up Corey Feldman because he's going to Hackamania to protest. He's going to protest against the event that they're doing, which if Corey Feldman shows up to protest Hackamania, I think that would sell more tickets. Like, wouldn't you want to see Corey Feldman protesting?
Well, it's kind of ironic.
I could buy a ticket for it.
Well, I'm not, but wouldn't you want to go see the show? If it was happening in Brooklyn, to go see, Corey Feldman got famous. I would reform, but here's what happened. He did a reality, what was it, Wife Swap or something? Christos, do you remember this? An episode of Wife Swap where I think it was him and Tim Meadows. So
Okay.
Tim Meadows got his wife, and it might not. It's someone like Tim Meadows, not Tim Meadows. Another like maybe David Allen Greer. I don't know. So someone like that, and they swapped wives. So his wife had to live with Corey Feldman, but Corey Feldman lives with these girls called the Angels. They're called Corey's Angels, and it turns out he pays them nothing. They have to like live on this strict diet. They're essentially his slaves, and he treats them like shit. And I think that is when people turned on Corey Feldman. That's when it was like, all right, fuck Corey Feldman. He's a piece of shit because he looks like shit. That's kind of not really defendable. But if he didn't do that, I would root for him. I would cheer on Corey Feldman. Who's your favorite childhood actor or actress, Priya? Who do you got?
Oh, definitely Macaulay Culkin.
Okay, so let's say Macaulay Culkin, who, by the way, I met. I had a conversation with Macaulay Culkin at the gym.
During the heroin or after the heroin?
2015-ish. He did an episode of the Jim Gaffigan show, and I was on the same episode, and I'm dressed kind of the way I always dress. And Macaulay Culkin didn't really talk to anyone, but he saw me and started talking to me about skateboards. He just assumed I skateboard. I do not skateboard, but it's Macaulay Culkin, so I pretended like I'm a skateboarder, and I was like, yeah. So I just interacted with him about skateboarding, and we were talking. I had no idea. I was like, yeah, I'm not really familiar with those boards, but yeah, I hear good things, whatever board. And then he was like skateboarded after the thing, but he just assumed I skateboarded. So, all right, Macaulay Culkin. All right, you like him, Home Alone, all that. What if he started a rock band and he's not that great, but he's passionate and he tours around and you could go see him for like $10, $12? Would you not go?
I would definitely go because
exactly.
He's done too much heroin to not have a good rock band. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, so if you do enough heroin, you're just going to be... That's true. That's true. Heroin and rock and roll do go together.
Macaulay Culkin has shit together, though.
He does.
Yeah, he's married to Brenda Song, who, he's
also child star.
Yeah,
right. Who's Brenda Strong?
Brenda Song. She was from My Sweet Life with Zach and Cody.
Yep, Disney star.
Oh, all right. Now I know. She's Asian. You love Asian.
No, I actually don't. But she was.
Well, you love one Asian. Your wife.
Yeah, I have one. Yeah, but yeah. But wait, why is Corey Feldman protesting Hackamania? What's his
because Anthony Cumia is going to be there.
Okay.
All right. And Anthony Cumia has done nothing but the last like 10, 12 years making fun of Corey Feldman. So that's why he's and then Cumia, I don't know his whole history. By the way, I don't know Anthony Cumia well at all.
Mm-hmm.
I was a fan of Opie and Anthony. I met him a few times, and then I saw him a month or two ago at Rodney's, and he high-fived me and hugged me. I know he knows my name, but I don't think I don't think he knows it's me. But he hugged me and he high-fived me or whatever. But he has a controversial past. I guess he took a 17-year-old girl to her prom, and which people like want to hold that against him, which I don't know the nature of it, but I did hear from a friend of mine said that the whole thing about him taking a girl to the prom was her dad was also involved. She was a fan of the show, and the guy was a fan of the show. I don't know. So it was set up. So the parents were in on it too, which also, if that's the case, I'm just saying in that scenario, there has been times where a celebrity takes someone to their high school dance. Like that's, so if that's what it was, then now if there's more to it than that, then, and again, I'm not privy to that. I don't know. But if it was just that.
That's so weird. Why? First of all, like, why does this girl want to take Anthony Cumia to prom? Like, what?
Well, celebrities usually do that when they're trying to open up to like a younger audience a little bit, you know, because as they get older, their audience is getting older, and they're like, how do we appeal to the younger generation?
Take them to prom.
The younger generation doesn't know who the fuck you are, so now it's like, you know.
So you show up to the prom.
Well, did he go to the prom after party, or he just went to like?
I don't know. I just know that it was a big thing on the radio. It's not like it was unknown. I don't know the legend of it. I don't know. Now it could be some other stuff that I'm not aware of, but from what I was told, it was just like, oh, it was a thing on the radio. The girl's dad wanted him to take her to prom. So if that's the case, then that's kind of like, all right, don't hold his feet to the fire. Now, if there is shit to hold his feet to the fire,
it sounds like this girl's dad just wanted Anthony Cumia to take him to the prom.
That's what it's. Yeah, that's what I'm gathering. And I could not to out my source, but he's a Teamster in New Jersey who was a fan of that show, and that's what he told me. He said it was more in that capacity was innocent. Now I don't know if they were dating or something, then that makes it way different. That's kind of like what the fuck. All right. But so Corey Feldman, because of that, wants to protest. Is he going to show up and protest? I don't think so. But if he does show up and protest, I think that would make more people want to go. Like that would sell more tickets. Because not only are you going to see the show you wanted to see anyways, but now you get to see Corey Feldman out there doing Corey Feldman-like stuff. It's like he just put himself on the bill. It's a circus act to begin with.
Yeah.
And now he just joined the circus. So you just added more circus to the circus. So if you want to see a show in a circus, so what are your guys' thoughts on that? You guys have no idea.
I'm excited. I like it. I like the idea. I think Corey Feldman didn't totally lose his mind. I disagree with him.
You don't think Corey Feldman lost his mind?
I don't think so, because I think he was one of the people that were, sort of talking about this like bullshit Hollywood, pedophilia and all that kind of stuff.
All the predators. Yes.
Yeah, all the predators. He was one of the first people to like call that stuff out. So, and everyone's always crazy until they're proven right. Right.
He did do that. Right.
Yeah.
He did do that. And again, if it was just that, but then you see the rest of the fucking shenanigans in his life and you're like, okay, if this is this and this is this and this is this, like he's fucking lost his mind on 5 other things, but this is the one that we're gonna. And you're right, it's not obviously that was proven right, the whole Epstein thing, but he also said that it was Corey Haim. He said nothing ever happened to him, but it was all Corey Haim. Corey Haim, the way it was, Priya, it was the Corey and Corey Haim and him, the 2 Coreys, and they did a bunch of movies together. And Corey died. What did Corey die of? Of a heroin overdose?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, there you go. He had
for sure. Yeah,
he had to have some good music then. So he died, and then he did a whole documentary trying to out people that like took advantage of Corey Haim. But then, like last year, he came out with another documentary saying Corey Haim molested him.
What?
Like that was it? Yeah, you didn't see that?
No, I didn't see that part.
Yeah,
that's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Damn. How does that even? I mean, if they're both the same age, is it?
Sometimes when people are guilty of something, they do project, and then they're like, "Actually, you did it to me." That happens a lot.
Yeah.
Right. But first he's saying this is my best friend, and I'm only doing this to protect him.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Right.
And then. So then he comes out with this. A new doc, Corey Feldman alleges that Corey Haim molested him while making The Lost Boys. So now he's saying,
wow, okay.
So do you get what I'm saying? Like the guy's like all over the place.
Yeah. Damn, that's sad. He's disturbed.
And then when he saw that it did not get him the publicity he hoped it would, he retracted his story and offered an apology. So first, I mean, that's a hell of a thing to say.
Yeah.
But then he apologizes. Corey Haim apologizes for documentary stuff. But then he changed his story and said Corey Haim did nothing to him. So it's like, I don't know. I just don't. if something inappropriate happened to you or whatever, that's one thing. And okay, you're a victim, whatever. But then to be like, oh, that didn't go the way I wanted. Never mind, that didn't happen. So then he says he apologizes for accusing Corey Haim of that.
Why does he look like Michael Jackson now?
Well, he's trying to be Michael Jackson. He claims Michael Jackson was his best friend, and that Michael Jackson and him wrote his songs together, and encouraged him to like pursue music. He's according to Corey Feldman, Michael Jackson said, "You're too gifted." Never mind when Michael Jackson was alive, he never had Corey Feldman on a song. He might have had him in a video, I don't know, but he never. But like, if you listen to Corey Feldman's songs, say, "What up with the youth?" Like that's his song. "What up with the youth?" It's a horrible song.
Wow.
But he's like dancing like Michael Jackson, trying to be Michael Jackson. But Michael Jackson never mentioned Corey Feldman when Michael Jackson was alive and well.
Yeah.
So
That's so funny because Corey Feldman for a while looked like Skrillex, and now he looks like Michael Jackson.
Who's Skrillex?
Skrillex, dubstep, yeah. He was from the band From First to Last originally, like a hardcore band, and then he made.
Do you know who that is, Priya?
Of course.
I'm just that old and just out of it.
I mean, Skrillex was big in like the early 2000s, like 2010s. Yeah.
I feel like he peaked.
I was listening to Kanye then.
Yeah, I mean, if you were at any club or whatever, Skrillex was on, during that time.
Oh, all right. I know who this dude. Yeah, it does like electrical music.
Yeah, dubstep.
Yeah. And I'm not into that stuff.
Electrical music.
Hey, that's what it is. It's electrical music.
He's got a power source.
Yeah, he just shows up with his power cords, like, let's fucking do this. Sticks them together.
Yeah, record this.
Yeah, it's electrical music. What else do you call it? What do you call it? Dance music?
It's called dubstep, but I would say it's like electronic music instead of like electrical.
Ozone, no weird stuff here. Radio have access to bathtub and a toaster. Yes, I do. Priya, ever gotten a Dutch oven? She doesn't do Dutch. She doesn't do Dutch. Yes. It's just rude punks. But no, it's electrical music. I'm not into it. I'm going to see New Edition this week. That's what I'm doing. That's where I'm at. You know who would like New Edition, Priya? Your boyfriend.
Yeah. Why do we? I feel like you're a little obsessed with my boyfriend.
I like him. I have conversations with him.
I feel like you want to go to the prom with my boyfriend.
I'll go to New Edition with them. We could dance. We just need 3 more dudes and we could be New Edition. We could do like all the moves. Mr. Telephone Man, Cool It Now, My Prerogative, Poison, Belle Biv DeVoe. So how was Austin, you guys? You guys both Ray, is that the girl you said you were dating? Yes, I'm dating Christos. Yes, yes.
We're happy.
Yes, we're all happy, Bob. So how was Austin, you guys? Tell me.
Wait, Christos, when were you in Austin?
I don't know when Ray thinks I was in Austin. I'm unsure of that. I
thought you said you just got back from Austin.
Oh, that was me.
Oh, that was you. Okay.
Yeah. I was there for like almost 3 weeks. I loved it. I was subletting. I usually go down there when I find like a good little sublet from like another comic. The only thing is, she let me know. So she got a new place. She moved in, I guess, with her boyfriend or something. And she was like, hey, just so you know, I moved a lot of my stuff out of this apartment. And I was like, okay, that's fine. Bro, I get there. There's no bed.
Oh, you had no bed?
So I had to Amazon Prime myself a same-day delivery for an air mattress. And honestly, Amazon is so evil, but they made an air mattress, sheets, blanket, pillows, towels. They made that shit all show up the same day.
Wow.
It was one of those like, order in the next 40 minutes, get it between 5 and 10 p.m. today. And I was like, oh, that's perfect.
Wow.
So you got all that. By the way, I hate air mattresses. Did it fuck up your back?
Nah, honestly, this one was not so bad. It was one of those with like the built-in pump or whatever.
Okay, so what? It wasn't bad because like I do not have good luck with air mattresses.
Now those old ones where you'd have to like connect a pump or hand pump it. No, this one had a built-in pump. You just turn the shit and it just inflates. And anytime that you feel it getting a little less than firm, you can just turn the fucking knob and it pops right back up all over again. You know?
Did she have a couch?
No, she had moved her. It was a
So,
studio.
wait, so she like gave it to you, but there's nothing in it, and she didn't give you that heads up?
I mean, I had like basic things in the kitchen. I had like, you know, a few pots and pans, some cups and stuff. I don't really need a lot, you know.
I don't need a lot either, but a bed or somewhere to lay down is kind of important.
I know, but as soon as I got my big old queen size air mattress, that was fine. And then, you know, you're in Austin, it's like gorgeous during the daytime, so you're like walking around, doing your thing, going to yoga, and then at night you're out at spots, and then you come home, you pass out, you know.
So it wasn't so bad. How much is an air mattress?
It was like $70.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
Honestly, all the shit that I needed to get, I got it for like 120 or $130, and I returned all of it right before I left town.
That's it, because you got 30 days. That's
Yep.
That's not a bad thing. Like, yeah, on day 29, it just didn't work out. We were all good, and on that 29th day, it's like, oh, dude, I had a roommate who was a big dude, and he had an air mattress. All right, and his air mattress popped. So then he'd sleep on the couch all the time, which I didn't really care. I didn't really care that he slept on the couch. But my one roommate was mad at him for sleeping on the couch, and he's like, "You got to go sleep in your room or whatever." I'm like, "Dude, I don't give a fuck." I go, "Dude, I don't care if just to keep the peace." So he goes out and he buys the exact same air mattress. Guess what it does on day one?
Pops again.
Fucking pops. He's back on the couch. And then I was like, then I told my other one, I'm like, just chill. Let him sleep on the fucking couch. Who gives a fuck? And he's like, I was like, no, the couch is not good. It was my place. The whole thing's in my name. I'm like, let the guy fucking sleep on the couch. Just who gives a shit? Do you give a shit if someone sleeps on your couch?
No.
I guess if it's every night, it gets a little annoying, but like, I was like, let the guy fucking sleep on the couch.
Yeah, if you're like a big guy or you're two people, air mattress is not the right thing. But if you're just like me,
yeah, you're not that big. Yeah, an air mattress is fine. I fucking can't do an air mattress. It fucks up my back.
Same, yeah. But I know that I'm not the target audience for an air mattress. Like Priya is good for an air mattress. She's light, she's thin, but yeah.
Yeah, that's what they're for. They're for I don't know. I can't do an air mattress. Air mattress is right in the lower back. That's it.
I'd rather sit on the floor, I think.
Well, I was also doing yoga almost daily while I was down there too, just because like I was like, I cannot fuck up my back on this air mattress. So I think the yoga also helped. Like, you know, just
I tried doing yoga, man. I just
pay to see that.
Hey, you want to see
you
me?
should do a live stream of that, Ray. You should do a live stream of you in yoga.
This is
Ray in the downward dog. It's rock bottom, but downward dog edition.
Yeah, this is back when I did videos for this is MTV2, back when Guy Code was on TV. And here's what sucked. It made me make my own videos. But yeah, this is me doing yoga, me doing hot yoga.
Tell me
John Fish? John Fish is in my video. You know comedian John Fish?
Sounds familiar.
He opens for Louis, tours with Louis. Let's get to me actually doing yoga. Where am I doing yoga? There I am. It's me doing yoga. That's John doing yoga. All right, well, let's see me doing yoga. All right. There's Fish doesn't ring a bell.
There.
I know Fish, the jam band.
There's me.
There you are.
Everyone else is laying down and I'm not. I'm a sweaty mess. See how much I sweat? All right, show me.
What are you explaining to people in this video? Just like what happened?
Yeah, it's just yoga. I think it's just dumb jokes. But
Yeah. You
where's
think
me
that
doing? Where's
Oh,
me doing yoga?
that you? No.
No, that's not me. There I am.
Oh, there you.
There I am doing some yoga.
Yes.
It's fucking
I like
trying to do.
In the bow.
Ray, what size shoe are you, dude? You got some big feet.
11 and a half.
Oh wow.
I got
That
big
was
hands. I got big
like
feet.
Bikram or something.
What?
Was that like a hot yoga?
Yeah, that's Bikram. And you know that guy ended up being a pervert?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's how you do. Who knew the guy that made it so women have to take off all their clothes? It turns out he's a fucking creep. Protest that, huh? How about that, Corey Feldman?
He just wanted to see some bobs, you know?
Bo Beardington. What'd y'all think of Shuli Egger's dry bar special? He doesn't have a dry bar special. I think they're saying that because I had a dry bar special. Bike Machete. No putting people's names in there. Don't do that, buddy. No weird stuff. But thanks for the $2. But no, Shuli Egger does not have a dry bar special. He does not. So how'd I look doing yoga? Did I look like did you see how uncomfortable I looked?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm not flexible.
Well, that's the thing is yoga's one of those, you got to keep doing it. You got to keep doing it, like compounds or whatever.
So
But
and then what's it like if it's hot like that, it makes it easier to move around.
that's true. It helps your muscles like stretch better, stretch further, etc.
But yeah, I stretch every day, but my hamstrings, I run every day and I feel it in my fucking hamstrings. It's not good. So how was all right, so you broke your you returned your air mattress. What else went on in Austin?
It was my birthday.
It was your birthday. Happy birthday, Priya.
Thank you. Yeah. So before I had went down there, you know, I auditioned for a bunch of stuff and shit. So I had submitted to some commercials that were filming down there while I was there. And there was one that was I had done a callback for it and it was filming on my birthday. And I was like really like fingers crossed trying to get it. It was they were looking for a woman of color. It was for a tech ad, a tech company. I was like, yo, I would have been perfect for this. I didn't end up booking it, but it's whatever. But I ended up also just not having any plans on my birthday because of that, because I was like holding that date in case I got booked for the commercial. And yeah, so I ended up just spending the day by myself, going to yoga, getting a smoothie, you know, eating some chicken by the pool, and then, you know, drinking by the pool by myself. And then at the end of the night, I got this fantastic idea to go to the strip club by myself.
Nice.
There you go. How was the strip club?
Fantastic. I told all the
made
strippers
money?
it was my birthday. And yeah, one of the strippers was like, oh my God, you're a Pisces. I'm a Scorpio. And then she did this like move where she like kind of like not backflipped, but like she flipped her legs off of the stage and onto my shoulders. So her pussy's like in my face. And I was like, happy birthday to me.
There you go.
You know, and then when I walked in, they see me by myself. They were like, just so you know, you're not allowed to solicit any of the customers for tips or dances. And I was like, ma'am, I am a comedian, not a stripper.
Oh,
Yeah.
they thought you were trying to come in there and like steal.
That's a compliment.
It is. It's a compliment.
Yeah.
And then I was in the ladies' bathroom.
Were
and I
you
saw-
dressed in a G-string or something?
No. I
You
was
were just-
wearing like a denim vest, denim pants. I was, you know, it looked good.
Wow.
And then I go in the bathroom and I meet this other girl who's like, you know, a regular looking girl, not a stripper. And I was like, can you believe that when I walked in, they told me this, this, and this? And she's like, yeah, they told me the same thing. But she's like, but I'm actually in here trying to turn tricks. So, and I was like,
there you go.
the hooker.
There you go. You
And
got to
then I
do it.
needed- And then I made
girls
friends
got to
with
work.
a drug dealer.
What's that? You made friends with who?
I made friends with a drug dealer.
All
And
right.
he was like, I could tell he was there on some kind of purpose because he wasn't there with like a big group of guys or nothing. He was just kind of there by himself. And he ended up being also Indian, also from Queens, you know. So we're chatting about that. And, you know, he's showing me pictures of his wife and kids. And I like put it together that he's a dealer, but I didn't like say it outright. But then he definitely was like, hey, it's your birthday, right? This one's for you. And he gives me just nice little 50 bag of Coke. I was like, thank you.
All right. There you go.
Yeah.
So you had that going on. Sounds like you had a good birthday.
Not bad.
Yes.
Not bad.
You do Coke though?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't. I mean, it probably wasn't the smartest to take this free cocaine and then
free
do it
cocaine
alone in
sounds
my
like-
apartment. That probably wasn't so smart. And I was up till about 11 or noon the next day. 11 a.m.
I heard that's what it does to you. That's why I'm scared of it.
Scared of it. You don't gotta be scared.
I'm scared of it, man. I'm pretty intense if I'm not on anything. Now I'm gonna take it up a notch. Like as a comedian, I'll be on the road in a condo. First time I saw it, like I'm in the condo with another comedian, and him and the owner of the club come over and they like do some and they like offer it to me. But I just see how jacked up they are, and they're having a conversation where neither one of them can get a word in. They're on two different, and I was like, I don't need to be like, I'm kind of already like that. So I don't need to take it up a notch, if that makes sense. Like I'll just drink beer, hope I don't get gout.
Yeah.
And smoke weed.
I don't really need to take it up a notch either. I really don't. It's just fun.
It's your birthday. Premium. What's that?
On my birthday, if I had no plans, I would do the whole circuit of every company that offers free stuff on your birthday. So like Starbucks gives you free coffee, like all that kind of stuff. Like I've always wanted to cash in on all that.
Well, I know, and I mean, and they should salute to the veterans. Thank you for serving. But I know veterans do that. Like on Veterans Day, they'll hit up everything. Like you get this for free if you're, and they should get that stuff. So yeah, go ahead and do it. But I know like a lot of veterans do that, and let them do it. They should. Well, thanks for serving the country. It's very nice of them.
Yeah, go and get us that oil.
Premium Letic. Hey, 60K Ray. Are you gonna do a marathon show to raise money for your taxes? Oh yeah, I gotta pay taxes on my no, I'm gonna be fine. I still have some of that money. I just did not know I owed so much in taxes. But yes, but yeah, I'll do a marathon show for that. Do you imagine that, doing a show to pay like, hey, I made money, so I need to pay my taxes, so I have to raise more money to do that? That would sound like a grift. I can't do that, Premium Letic, but thank you, man. Dave, Sarah, someone say Coke. My nose started to itch.
It is 2 p.m. on a Monday. Control yourself.
Yeah, he's yeah. But now would be the time of day if you were gonna do Coke. Now would be the time of day to do it. Because if you do it now, you could fall asleep at like 3 a.m.
Yeah, but isn't it when you do Coke, you just want more Coke the whole time? Like that's what sucks about it. You're just like, okay, I need some more. So now you have a longer window to just keep doing more Coke.
Well,
is that true, Priya?
It's very important that when you're doing Coke that you have alcohol to help kind of like lull you to sleep, or else you'll just be like.
So it's 2, but then it's the 2 just catching up.
With each other. Kind of just catching up, and then eventually you just let alcohol make you sleepy and go to sleep.
That's why I don't eat and drink at the same time, because if I eat and drink, I have to drink more to like knock out the food, so I still get a buzz, and then I'm eating, and then I just get full and fat. I can't drink anymore. It's not good. That's why I eat or drink. Can you guys eat and drink at the same time?
Yeah. He's Greek, and I was married to a Russian. Like, what are we talking about?
I can't eat and drink at the same time.
You're like supposed to eat food while you drink.
No. It gets you too full. One or the other. Enjoy. They're both fun things to enjoy. So just enjoy them one at a time. Enjoy the food or enjoy the drinks. To enjoy them together is insane. It's insane. Just you enjoy this. So just enjoy that.
But you're okay. What about
You don't
like,
need to combine it.
you won't have a wine with dinner?
No, I'll have wine and then I'll have dinner. See?
But then what do you wash down the dinner with? Just water?
Yes, and water. Then
So
water.
Water is taking away from your buzz that you want.
But you get a buzz, you get the buzz you want, and you're feeling good. And then you eat, and then you're like, all right, you got a little bit of a buzz, and you kind of like chilled out. You don't want to stay drunk forever. You want to drink, enjoy the buzz, have fun with the buzz, and then you want to eat the food, enjoy that. No reason to combine things.
I'm not following your logic at all.
I'm not following the logic.
Yeah.
It may okay. What do you like doing yoga, right? You like doing yoga? No, I'm talking to Priya. You like doing yoga, and you like doing cocaine. Would you do cocaine while you do yoga?
No.
Exactly. I rest my case.
I like smoking weed and I like doing yoga, and I would do those at the same time.
You would do those at the same time?
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, they kind of go together. Because, like, all right.
So does eating and drinking.
Nice. Oh, I mean, I do them together. I just do them back to back.
But so you never had a beer with a pizza?
Yes, I have, but I'd rather not. Also, I'm pretty regular, so if I eat, I got to go to the bathroom. So then I get gassy. Does that make sense? Are you guys like, if I eat like 20 minutes later, it's like, all right, let me go and get it out.
Who asked me about the Dutch oven thing? I feel like Ray's given himself a Dutch oven many times.
Yes, I have. Yeah. Yes. Why do they only ask the women about that? They haven't asked the men. Like Christos, do you even know? Anyone know what a Dutch? It's
when somebody farts and then they pull the covers over you, over your head.
Yeah, I have celiac disease. I shit constantly after eating food. Like that's
so you just want it out of you.
Yeah, I mean my body does. I'd like to hang on to it.
No, you get it in, you get it out. Blooming, tell them about your roommate who killed his mom. That's what he had schizophrenia. He's a good guy. He's out now. He had schizophrenia.
Was it a comic?
Yeah, well, he was doing open mics. I wouldn't say he's a comic, but he was trying to do comedy. He's out. He's friends with Stanhope now. He's on Stanhope's podcast. He's doing better. He just needs to be on his medicine. Yeah, I did not know he was schizophrenic until the last couple days I saw him, and I was like, oh, he was having an episode, and then he left. He went to Virginia, and that's the last time I saw him. And then a couple years later, that happened.
Did you just assume he was talking to someone on the phone with AirPods, or?
That's what I thought. That's exactly what I said. Like, he's also the roommate that had the air mattress that popped.
Wow.
And
it was him just like, stabbing that air mattress.
No, he was a nice guy. He's a nice guy all the time. It's just when he had an episode. And I only saw him, the last time I saw him, he was obviously having an episode because he kept saying a guy came from Virginia to confront him. And that's the only time I was like, dude, that's in your head. That didn't happen. And he just looked at me like I was crazy. And that's when I realized, all right, something's not right. And then that's the last time I saw him because he drove to Virginia to confront that guy, ended up going to jail. Then he stayed down there. And then that's when the thing happened with his mom a couple years later. Then he came back to New York. I was in Boston. He was trying to get to the apartment to sleep. If I knew he was normal, I would have let him crash at my place. But because another roommate, a guy who was actually a piece of shit that didn't pay rent, I had to like change the locks because of him, because he'd come back in the middle of the night and like crash on the couch. I changed the lock so he could quit. So he quit doing that because like he owed me like over $2,000. So I'm like, no, you're not coming here and crashing in the middle of the night. It's one thing if he paid some of the back rent that I paid out of my own pocket. But yeah, so I changed the lock so he couldn't come back in the middle of the night. And because I did that, my other roommate couldn't come back because he had the keys. He just couldn't get in. My roommates, both introverts, never opened the door when he was knocking on the door. And that's when his sister called me the next day and said, "Hey, this is what happened. Is he in New York?" I was like, "Yeah, he is in New York." And then they got him because he was sleeping in his mom's car in Times Square, in the middle of Times Square. They went to give it a parking ticket. Saw that the car was stolen, reported stolen. Then they saw there was someone in there, and then he wasn't allowed to leave Virginia for the other time he got arrested. And that's how they got him. So they ended up get him there, and hopefully he's doing well. We wish him well. So that's the backstory. You guys have any roommate stories?
Just my ex-husband, but like, so he killed his mom and then tried to come crash at your place.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Well, this is also the same guy who slept in a car in Times Square thinking like, you know what's a not busy area?
You know where there's no police ever?
Yeah. To go right to Times Square and park in Times Square. And,
Yeah,
I think
the
he
lights
just wanted
help
to
me
get caught at a certain point.
Huh?
I think sometimes when people are going through something like that, they almost want to get caught because it would just be an end. It would just be an end to all the paranoia and all the
yeah, I don't know what was going on in his.
fear and the paranoia. It's like, okay, this is over finally.
I think the more impressive thing is that he held his wits together to drive from Virginia Beach to New York City under those circumstances. You right? If you're a normal state of mind, you'd be freaking out. Like, oh my God, I can't believe. You know what I mean? You'd be in a different state of mind, I'm assuming.
Well, I'm
But-
surprised he didn't get a ticket on his way driving back from Virginia Beach because you get tickets in Virginia like no problem, like so easily.
Yeah, and then also, like, obviously no one saw him because they would have ran the plates. They would have known that the car was stolen. So I think that's an impressive feat that he was able to make it all the way back without getting stopped. But no, people in the comedy community know who he is, and he is a nice guy. I would like to talk to him just to like see how he's doing. I mean, not you could say it's a sickness,
Yeah.
right? Like it's, you know. But yeah, that's Ray. Does Corey Feldman join the Dabbleverse? He's going on MLC. Yeah, I would love to see Corey Feldman. Again, I don't hate Corey Feldman. I just don't like Christos. You didn't know that whole thing that he like accused Corey Haim of doing that to him.
No, yeah, but that was like it looked like that came out like around Christmas time, and I was busy enjoying time with my family.
Yes, there would not be the update you would get.
Yeah. But I'm glad you shared that with me.
Yeah, it makes you think different of him. Again, I always liked the guy, and I would still be on his side if I never saw the thing where he treats his angels like shit.
Very cool though that he has angels.
Yes, I don't have any
Pretty
angels.
cool. Yeah, but he that's too bad that he wasted that opportunity of the angels and abused them. Like if he had treated them right, like he would be.
Yeah, then everyone would love him.
Yeah.
Everybody would love him. He'd be like, Corey Feldman. But yeah, I do think it's hilarious. Like his rock band, it's horribly bad, but it's like Corey Feldman. And he had good movies, by the way. He had good movies.
Too bad. Lost Boys is a great movie, and apparently that was a bad time for him.
Yeah, that's what he said. But the whole time he was like saying it to defend Corey Haim, and then he switched it, and he's like, "Oh no, actually Corey did this." Like, come on, dude.
Yeah, that's
it's a bunch of dumb shit.
But no child star comes out unscathed, right? Like they're all damaged. There's something wrong with that shit. Yeah, like even Justin Bieber, he's not okay.
He's not okay.
Yeah.
Why? What's wrong with the Biebs?
Dude,
The boy's
he's in a loveless marriage, dude. He's in a loveless marriage with a woman who actually like stalked him and planted herself in his hemisphere to be with him. And like he is now coming to terms with that.
Oh shit. You know,
there's some conspiracies that she's actually his handler.
No, well, that's what they say, that's his handler. I did see that. That's true. I thought that was like just.
I think it's true.
Well, apparently she was a fan of his and kept trying to get in proximity to him for years before they had officially met. So she had been like stalking him and trying to be with him and then ended up with him. which is like, it's sad because someone with his superstardom, of course that might happen. But, you know, because she is this daughter of, you know, like a C level Hollywood actor, you know, who's well connected, it probably lowered his defenses.
What's her name?
Haley Baldwin.
Oh, that's Haley Baldwin. Is she Alec Baldwin's daughter?
I think Steve Baldwin's daughter, but Alec Baldwin's niece.
Is she the one that Alec Baldwin called on the phone and called her a little piggy, or is that a different one?
Oh, I don't know.
Remember, Alec Baldwin was drunk and calling his daughter. He called her a fat little piggy. It was like it got leaked. That's not good. But the same thing with Erica Kirk. Like she joined Turning Point for a job interview. She was trying to get a job at Charlie Kirk's company, then ended up marrying him, and now she's in charge of the whole thing and just destroying his legacy. What's your opinion on Erica Kirk? You guys know anything about her?
I think she's the devil, but yeah.
Yeah, she's fucking crazy.
I think Charlie Kirk is, I don't agree with a lot of the things that he did, but I agreed with the fact that he would speak his mind and like have conversations with people out in the public. And I think there are people trying to replicate that. There are like Timu Charlie Kirks coming out. And I don't think she can do that. So yeah, I don't know.
No, she's like fucking up but she's going on tour with the tent that he got shot in. So you could take a picture in the fucking tent.
Yeah. I mean, she didn't love that dude, obviously.
Yeah. And the whole thing, like she was behind the scenes, like, oh, I'm a parent. And then as soon as he dies, like, now more than ever, shouldn't you be with the kids? Now's the time you decide to step into the spotlight.
On all those speaking engagements, like immediately after, it's like, girl, are you good?
Yeah, she's coming out to a
like, what is going on?
A pyrotechnic show every time she comes on stage. It's like she was like, oh, I was behind the scenes. I had to take care of the family. I had to take care of the family. Well, now there's no one to take care of the family. And this is when you'd be like, oh, I'm going to go in the spotlight. More now than ever, it should be like, all right, let me check on the kids. Let me, let the people in charge do that. But no, she wanted to be in the spotlight. So who's worse, Haley Baldwin or Erica Kirk?
Who's the worst white woman? And definitely Erica Kirk in this situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Erica Kirk's worse than Haley Baldwin?
Yeah, but Haley has plenty of time. She has plenty of time to prove her. Yeah, they're young. Some wild shit could happen.
Do you think Erica Kirk was involved in Charlie Kirk's assassination in any way?
I know that there are definitely other people involved, but I don't know if she was directly involved.
If you could read Erica Kirk's mind, do you think she's happy with where she's at now and in charge of the company, or she was happier when her husband alive and it was him in the spotlight?
Definitely got a lot of smiles going on these days.
Yeah, she seemed to come out of her shell.
She's definitely happier now. Like you could just tell by the way she spoke about him or interviews or whatever that she probably resented the guy. She was in a loveless marriage, 100%.
Well, again, she got in that marriage because it started, she just wanted a job at that company. She wanted to be part in the forefront of the company. She wanted to be in the position he's doing, and now she is.
Based on that, I might actually think that she might have had something to do with his death.
100%. Like, at least she knew it was coming.
If all she ever wanted was to be part of this company, and then she settled for just being married to the guy, she settled for that, and then somebody presents her with the fucking opportunity, like, hey, with him out of the picture, you'd be able to. And it seems like she kind of really sprung up to the occasion as soon as he died. Like,
yeah, she ordered a bunch of fireworks, and we're gonna need a pyrotechnic show everywhere I go. We need some more lights, some electrical music. Can we get what's his name? Skrillex? Let's get Skrillex. We need some cocaine. What about your kids? Never mind my kids. I have mama's got to go to work. So I don't know.
Yeah,
So,
you think the kids were raised by her anyway? Those are nanny kids, 100%.
yeah, she's nowhere near the kids now. The kids
Yeah,
are so
but even
important, and suddenly they have no father, and now they're not as important. So Justin and Haley are like Carl and Lucy.
who's
I
Carl?
think they're trying to. I think he's talking about Carl from WATP and Lucy Tightbox, who's on the show. No, Carl and Lucy are not married. Justin and Haley are married. I'm fine with Carl, and I'm fine with Lucy too. Tightbox, they're nice. So all right. So you think what? All right. So what's Haley Baldwin's end plan for Justin Bieber? What does she want to do?
Well, their whole, like, if she's really the handler, the whole thing is to just make sure that he kind of stays in check, doesn't, disclose any shit. You got to remember, Justin Bieber was
He's huge,
star,
crazy famous.
child star, crazy famous, was hanging out at the Diddy parties and all the stuff. Like,
so she's a handler. Like, I don't think she wants him to die so she could become him. And then she could tour as Justin Bieber.
No. But it's like Justin Bieber is he's like an institution, right? Like to Priya's point, like it's almost like he is a company, right? And you have to preserve that company. So what do you do when you have a company? You have like a board and you have officers and you have people like, in charge of it, whether they're an executive assistant or like, the VP of whatever. And she is to make sure that he can continue to make money for all the people that are involved. Is my thought,
So she wants him out there touring and still doing his thing.
Yeah.
So that's like her Colonel Tom Parker. That's who Elvis's guy was. That took all of Elvis's money, but made him like run around and perform all the time.
Yeah.
Did you see the movie Elvis?
Yeah, of course.
Pool camp Ray, the guest allegations may be used in court. None of us know. We're just saying Erica Kirk definitely seems happier than she was when Charlie Kirk was alive.
I mean, I could go on a whole tangent of conspiracy if you want to put me in the allegations of this thing. He was talking about a lot of stuff right before he was killed.
yeah, it was pretty intense.
A lot of stuff, including Iran.
Oh, so you think that could have something to do with it? I'm just saying. It's definitely, it's definitely like a lot to it than just some random kid that hit a lucky shot.
Yeah.
I definitely would say that, but I mean, I watch Candace Owens, and I like Candace Owens, but she definitely she finds a little kernel. And then just adds things on the kernel that are like, come on, Candace, you kind of had a point. We were with you. And then she just like snowballs it into a fucking mountain of like, what the fuckness.
Yeah.
So that's, we'll get ready to wrap up. But what do you guys think? What do you think what's going on there? Give me your conspiracies. Educate me. Pretend I'm a dummy that doesn't like to eat and drink at the same time.
Well,
we talking about Iran? Oh, well, it's one of the countries that won't use the Rothschild's banking system or whatever. It's funny.
So you think that's why we're going after Iran for that? Because they won't use
and then the oil. And then if we want to get even deeper, we want to get into the wacky conspiracies. They do say that there's supposed to be some kind of like energetic portal.
Ooh.
Energetic portal.
Yeah.
I don't know what that. What does that mean?
Something about Stargate and the Anunnakis and like some ancient tablets type shit.
Stargate.
Yeah, I get into some wacky fucking things.
Well, I mean, I could believe that. I think there's a lot of stuff that they don't tell us that's going on. But Netanyahu for years has been trying to push the narrative of like, we need to do something about Iran and go into like all the bullshit that's going on there. And he had been setting it up. Like if you see the timeline of him saying, oh, they have nuclear weapons or whatever, it's been since like 2021 where he's sort of been pressuring us to go and get involved in Iran. and Charlie Kirk was definitely critical of the Iran situation. He had, towards the last few months before he died, very critical of Israel and Netanyahu specifically. And as far as I'm concerned, every single rich person that I've talked to, or everyone I've talked to about this kind of thing, it's like, if there's someone who's an obstacle in your way and you have access to a lot of money, and there are people who are willing to kill for a certain amount of money, you could get stuff done. So I'm not surprised. Like, just ask the Clintons how many times they've had people killed. But like, that's all I think.
Damn, I don't know the answers, but yeah, it's definitely some muddy. I don't know. Anyone that gets like in that high of power, not all their hands are clean.
No,
You got to have dirty hands. I'm not saying people killed people, but I'm saying you got muddy hands to somewhere down the line. But the energetic poor Flimsy Greenberg, who's being a rotten egg. I feel like I'm overhearing conversation from the waitress station at Cheesecake Factory. Can you all get back to work? Do someone else's plug. No negativity here, Flimsy. We're solving problems, man. We're
I
solving.
want to look into it. The portals that
Yes. What's the energetic portal?
Yeah, I want to look more into that because
they're saying that there's, information about like ancient technology and Sumerian tablets with like old history and shit all over them.
Yeah.
The only thing I think we got more technology, more information. We're more intelligent than whatever was before us. If they were so intelligent, we'd be, you think so?
I don't think so at all. I think we had knowledge. We had incredible knowledge up until a certain point. And, between all the colonizing and this and that, there's a lot of things that have been lost. Like when you think about some of these there's a temple in India that is up in a mountain at the top of a crazy high mountain. It's carved out of the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
How? And the precision is incredible. The precision is actually absolutely incredible. And this thing is supposed to be so many fucking thousands of years old. You're telling me they built that in like 10 years, but it took 15 years to throw up the fucking new World Trade Center? That don't make sense. With all of our modern technology, that's crazy.
They didn't even have electricity back then. They didn't have a light bulb. They didn't have a light bulb, but they were this much more advanced than what we are now. But they couldn't even figure out a light bulb.
Dude, we are on...
Do you get what I'm saying?
We are on one of probably 6 cycles of all this technological advancement having happened over and over again. And like these guys have all figured out like cell phones or whatever, like centuries ago. And then when we had like some sort of freeze or whatever, all this stuff like just restarted. If you look at if you check.
Oh, you're saying that like when I thought that's just what got rid of dinosaurs. Do you think they had a...
I think it's been a whole thing over and over again. Like the pyramids, they like point true north, like so much so that like the only reason it's not exact is probably because of earthquakes that have shifted things after. There's archaeologists saying, to Priya's point with like the burrowing into mountains, there's archaeologists saying that actually the pyramids weren't built up, they were built down, and the technology that they had would go even further. Like there's
almost like a laser cutter.
Yeah. There's parts of the pyramids that are still not discovered because like the governments of Egypt and stuff won't allow them to.
All right. Well, where's their carbon footprint? How come we don't outside of that, like if God forbid something happened to us, the civilization, like the people in the world right now, you don't think they're going to find like our fucking houses and the debris or something, or our fucking the world's population has never been more than what it is right now. You think at one time there was more people on the planet than there is now?
I think if we're going to go down the realm of portals and all that kind of stuff, there is a high possibility, because just think about how planned obsolescence happens in technology. Like we in the 50s or whatever, when they would build stoves, they would be built to last forever. Now the way things are made, it's like,
oh yeah, everything's like
right.
They want to get it rid of, like the money's in the comeback. You can't just have one phone. Like back in the day, like we had the same house phone for like years.
Yeah, exactly. So they build
And
things to be destroyed. So you think it like cell phones or whatever, they're not going to last through like a freeze over of the planet or anything like that. It's like the stones and those things maybe.
all right, I'm just saying there's so many of us on the planet now, as opposed to, I just can't imagine that there was a time a zillion years ago where there was more people on the planet or something.
Well, if you look at all technological advancements of societies, right? The more technologically and economically stimulated societies tend to birth less. So if you look at the population rates of like Europe, America, people are not having kids. So we'll get to a point.
Japan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Japan too. We'll get to a point where there are not enough people to replace the people that die later. So our population overall will decline, except for like third world countries and other ones where they're incentivized to repopulate as much as possible. Like all the European
Well, how
countries.
come they didn't leave something on the moon? We left something on the moon. We
I
put a
mean,
flag. Why didn't we get up there and see, like, oh, they were already here and they left a cell phone?
I mean, that's a good point.
I don't know. I just saying, I don't know. You could be onto something. I'm gonna look into it. I'm gonna have all the answers. I'm
Yeah.
gonna have all the answers. Priya, I'm gonna have all the answers. I'm gonna figure it all out. That's what I'm gonna do. All right. What do you guys want to? Oh, here, let me read a couple of these. Then we'll get ready to roll. Priya, big fan. What's a lower rig look like? Thanks. He wants to know she's a very attractive lady. Be a gentleman, pool cam Sam. Ray, why are you wearing that hat? Awkward. Oh, Cleveland Indians, Chief Wahoo, go Tribe.
Would this be a good time to tell your watchers that I have a penis?
She does. She does.
Nice.
She does. By the way, I was I couldn't be all right, I won't get into it. We'll say this for another day. But yes, she does. I've seen it. It's glorious. We all liked it. Ray, they say you'll own nothing and you'll be happy. Do you agree as an expert? Yes. I got baseball cards. That's all I got, Premioletic. I got baseball cards. All right, what do you guys got coming up? Where are you gonna be? What's new?
So I actually just got passed at Bushwick Comedy Club, so I'm going to be hosting a lot of their Saturday shows.
Oh, nice! Congratulations.
Weeks and stuff. So yeah, I did my first one last Saturday. Had a great time. So if anybody's ever in Bushwick, come by for a Saturday show at Bushwick Comedy Club.
Hell yeah! What about you, Christos?
I have a lot of cool shows coming up. I have the Brotaku video game tournament that people may or may not like, but this Friday I'm doing a sold out show, or at least there's like a couple tickets left with Zach Amico and Greg Stone in New Jersey, in Whippany, New Jersey. So if people are in the New Jersey area, it's this Friday at Double Tap Brewing. It's a great brewery. And then after that, it's the video game tournament on April 9th. And then on April 19th, I'm doing a show, Balkan Comedy Night, with Yanis Pappas in Stamford. Nice. Stamford Comedy Club, New York Comedy Club, Stamford, Connecticut. So that one's cool. So come check those out. Yeah.
Nice, man. And follow them on Instagram, Christos Comedy and Priya Blunts. And thank you guys for hanging. Thanks for joining. Hit like, hit subscribe, and I'll see you punks later. Patreon.com/Ray DeVito, $3. All right. See you later, guys. Peace.
Thanks, Ray.
Hey, thank you guys.
Yep.